Hey guys, hey, it's me, Jimmy Lou with the Messy Craft Corner. Come on in and say hello, everybody. Welcome to another Saturday pre-recorded video. We're going to make something fun for my Barbie book, okay? So the other day we started a Barbie journal over on my YouTube channel, and I want to do some things between YouTube and Facebook. So if you're watching me on either platform, make sure to either follow or subscribe. So we took apart a book that was a Barbie book, and I do take notice I need to add a little bit of glue here, but this book is going to be a 4-signature journal, and I'm super excited. We got Skipper's Babysitting Blues, and I'm ready. I'm ready to create something to go in it. So the other day I was teaching in my bookmakers group, and I taught how to make a 5-layer pocket. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do a 5-layer pocket. Now over there I gave them measurements of 8 by 5 because usually the pages are 5 and a half, and so 5 would be small enough to fit onto a page. So I just want to explain to you that I'm looking at, this is in my first signature. This Barbie page here is measuring 5 3/4. So I'm actually going to cut my page, my base part down to 5 1/4. Okay, so you kind of have to measure and then decide what you want to do. So 5 1/4 is going to be my base page. I'm using this beautiful blue because it's going to coordinate very nicely with the rest of the book. And then I cut it down to 8, okay, for my group. And I'm just saying this is 8 1/2. So yeah, I would definitely stick with the 8 for this, and we can take a look at it, what it's going to kind of look like on this page when we get it on here. It's going to frame it out very nicely, and we're going to make it a tuck spot as well. Okay, then what we did was we added some decorative paper to it. Well, I don't have anything really decorative that I wanted to kind of use, except for I have this background paper that I don't really care for too much. So my decorative paper, then I cut everything 1/4 inch smaller. Okay, so I'm cutting this to 5 inches. Okay, and then I did cut it by 3 inches because it was just for the top part of the page for where you won't see the pockets. This is a 5-layer pocket that we're making. Okay, so I'm just going to trim this down to 3 inches, and then this is going to get glued to the top of the page like this. Okay, so then all of my pockets are going to be 4 and not 4. They're going to be 5 inches. So that 1/4 inch is just going to frame that blue out very nicely. I'm going to be very pleased with that. Okay, I need really quickly my tab punch, my whale tail tab punch. And I forgot to grab it, you guys. Here we go. And rather than stop the video and start it again, I just take a second and grab it. This is a vintage whale tail punch, okay? All right, so my pockets then, you can make them one solid color and then and put decorative paper on it. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut 5 pieces that are 5 by 2 1/2. Okay, 5 by 2 1/2, and I'm cutting 5 pieces. So check this out. I have this decorative paper, and then it also has some solid color on the back as well. And I'm going to cut these 5 by 2 1/2. So let's just go 2 1/2 high, right? And then we're going to go by 5. Okay, and I just did that wrong, but that's okay because we can do it again. It's okay. This is going to be our decorative paper that's going to be on our pockets, right? So I thought I'm just going to go ahead and do pockets in a color, and then we'll frame them out. So anyways, 5 by 2 1/2, right? 5 by 2 1/2, and I need 5 of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we got 5. 2.5. Okay. Just like so. And then these are going to go on to our base. Right here. Okay, so we're going to be layering some things up because it's a layered pocket. And I think it's going to look really pretty, those two kind of bouncing off each other, okay? All right, so then what I'm doing is I'm cutting decorative paper that's going to frame these out. Okay, so these need to be 1/4 inch smaller. So 2 1/4 by 4 3/4 is going to give us just what we need to make that really pretty on there. Oops, scooch that over a bit. Okay, so we got 2 1/4 by 4 3/4, just making it real pretty. All right, so there's 2. Okay. And you need 5 because we're making a 5-layer pocket. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to go ahead and use one of these. So 4 3/4 by 2 1/4 is the size that we're using. And then this will just repeat out as part of the piece. Okay, so then my bottom one, the last one, what do I want that to be? What do I want it to look like? Do I want it to be plain? Do I want it to have something on it? I kind of like the cupcakes, okay? So 2 1/4 by 4 3/4. There we go. And then we'll be able to layer this up very nicely. Okay, so we also can make tabs to go on the tops of our pages, or our pockets. Now, I'm going to do 5 in just this pink, right? So, 1, 2, 3, 2 more. 5. Okay. Oh, hold on. We're going to do one more. We're going to do 6. Because we're going to put one at the top of the pocket all together. So let's just fold these. Get them all ready. And now we're ready to do our gluing. We're ready to put everything together, glue it up, and start the layers, okay? So let me just tell you that this can be an easy process or it can be difficult, all right? Just take your time. And if you're I'm not a measurer. I'm not going to be measuring anything for the position of these onto the base, okay? The base is going to become a pocket. But if you're someone who you just need to measure, that's okay. You can do the measuring and all that stuff. I just am not a person that does measuring. We just eyeball it, right? Okay, so my first whale tail tab is going to go right here in the center at the top. Okay, and that's kind of cool because you could put a date or notation on there, whatever you really like. It's just going to be there and it's going to be living there happy, okay? And then we're going to put this orange part here at the top. This is our base, and it's not a pocket, okay? So this is, we're building the base first. And then we just put this on here. Press that all down. Okay, and get that ready to go. All right, now each of these I'm going to do the same thing. So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this whale tail all the way to this side, and then we're going to make them just kind of layered down this way. Now I want to give a little credit where credit's due. My daughter-in-law, Raquel, she works with us here at the Messy Craft Corner. She had an idea. She sent me a picture of something she saw, and she said, wouldn't it be cool if you could do this? So I kind of looked at the photos very neatly, took my time, and I was able to figure out exactly what to do here. So there's some adaptations that we're going to do going forward, make sure to follow the Messy Craft Corner or subscribe if you're on YouTube. So that way you can do all of the things too. Okay, so the second one, the second pocket and the third pocket are going to have tabs here and here. This one is going to have one here. So the next one I'm going to put on tab-wise is all the way off to the side over here. And that's so I can sort of eyeball and build it all up for where it's going to be. Those tabs, they look like little file folders, and they're super cute. And this will be a fun addition to any journal that you want to do. Any journal at all, okay? So there we go there. And so now I just got to get from here to here, and the center one here is going to be right in the middle. So we're going to do that one next. Like I said, I don't do the measuring thing. We just going to get it all squared away here. Get that in the middle. Okay. We're going to go with this one. Just like so. Okay. There we go. Okay, so now when we do the tab on this one, what I do is I line this up and this up like so. Okay, and then now I can see where my next tab needs to go. That's the fun thing about doing tabs is the punch makes it real easy. So I just want to do like a shout out. This is a vintage Stamp It Up whale tail punch. I really wish that Stamp It Up would bring back the whale tail punch. So that would be absolutely lovely. And I know a lot of junk journalers who would absolutely flip over being able to get one. So shout out to them with the hopes that maybe they might, someone over there might see this video or read my email. Okay, so there's the top one, the second one. This one, my tab slid down a bit when I was putting my paper on, but I'm not crying about it. We're just going to make it happen, right? Okay, so then I have this one and this one. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put those two together, and we're going to put this tab on sort of in between there. Okay, now stay tuned to the end so that way you can see how this looks on the page that we're going to put it on. There we go. Okay, so there's that one. Okay, now we just have to get them back in order for the way they're going to go on as pockets. Okay, so we're going to start here at the top, like so. And we're going to add glue only along the edge here and here. Okay, and we're going to place this down. Okay, there's no glue along the bottom. So this pocket here at the top, let me show you, is going to be a long, tall pocket. Okay, so I can put something like my dolly in here, and she'll fit in there without losing her. Okay, so that's going to be my intention here. I'm going to put some things in this that are these paper dolls for this book. Okay. All right, let me know in the comments if you're going to plan to make one of these. All right, now we're going to just do this, and we're just going to kind of space them out all the way to the bottom. And I'm just taking a look at kind of where they need to go, so that way they fall out kind of even. Okay, I know they look a little crooked, but it's okay. We'll get them on there. Scooch this down a bit. All right, so that's what we're going to do. And we're just going to add glue along each side. The only one that gets glue along the bottom is going to be the very bottom pocket. Okay. Again, just to show you, this will fit. It's going to slide all the way down. So whatever I put into this pocket, say maybe this outfit, this doll outfit. Oops, I just picked that right up. This doll outfit will fit in here. If I get the little tabby things to slide past. Gotta love the video that's gonna snag you up, right? Okay, there you go. So then, you know, something like that will fit in there, and it's gonna look really cute when we get it all done, okay? There we go. Paper dolls are fun. Okay, here comes our next one. I'm gonna go here. And here, and then all the way at the bottom. There we go. It's going to be nice. We're going to love it. It's going to be great. And I hope that you will try one of these. We have bookmakers this month, the month of May in 2025. We have been working on an ideas journal. And our ideas journal looks a little something like this. And we've been putting ideas in it, marking who we saw the idea from, putting our little samples inside, and then getting ready to do the next great thing. So this was an idea that I put past them, so that way they could put it into their ideas book, and I'm showing how to use it in a journal. Okay, just like so. I can scooch that down a little bit. Okay. Press that down real good. Okay, so this is all getting built on a base, okay? So having it on a base, then we can create with it in the book itself. This is the very bottom one. Whoop. So I'm putting glue across the bottom as well as up the two sides. And then we're just going to place this near the bottom. And then I just left a tish of a border down here, so that way it's even all the way around. Okay, now I'm going to get my piece. I don't typically decorate my pages in a journal before I'm ready, before I have them sewn in, but on this one, I'm going to make an exception, and that's because I want to show you how it would go into a journal. So suppose you have to pretend that this is already in the journal. Now, yesterday, we did a live on YouTube, and we made this book, and it had a crack in the, there was a crack in the system, you guys, and we used vellum to fix it. So we're just going to glue this right onto here on 3 sides, 1, 2, and 3, creating a pocket off to the side over here. Okay, so here we go. We're doing 1, 2, 3 sides. You can do 2 sides and create kind of a different look if you wanted to, just giving you an idea. And we're just going to plop that into place. And I'm okay with if my tab sticks up a little bit. If you don't like that, you can always scooch it down a bit, or you can eliminate that top tab altogether. Okay, so what I'm going to do is now I'm going to create a journal card, and we're going to grab a piece of this and a piece of our cardstock. Let's go with this. And I'm going to cut this at, let's see, we did a journal card that was 4 3/4 by 7. So I'm going to stick with that, 4 3/4 by 7. Okay, just like so. And then I just want to put something pretty on there, and I have this vellum. that I want to use, and we're going to give this a tab as well. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut my fancy paper 1/4 of an inch smaller. So I'm going 4.5 inches by 6 3/4. Okay, keep all of this kind of stuff for a lot of extra fun. Okay, and then we're going to just put this here, and we're going to attach the whale tail off to the side over here. Okay, so let's do this. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and put that on there. Now stick with me because we're rounding the finish gate here. We're adding some of this pretty vellum that just goes along with the whole Barbie theme, in my opinion. Okay, so let's put this down. The Neutral Peach adhesive glue that I'm using, that's the white glue, it dries clear. So even if you can see it, it will dry clear and we won't have any issues. Okay, so just like that. And I'm going to grab my hole punch and my eyelets. Corners of vellum seem to want to like live in their own space and just pop up whenever they want to. So sometimes you have to add just a tish more glue to get them to stay down. Okay, in my little tab over here, I'm going to do something a little unique, and we're going to add just a little hole punch right there. And then I'm going to set an eyelet, a little tiny pink eyelet I have here, which is super cute. Set up my piece here to be able to set that eyelet. There we go. And we're going to drop that eyelet into that little hole, and we're going to set it. Now you can add a photo to this. You can add, oh my goodness, all the things you can do. You can add a photo on the front, and you can put you can journal about the day on the back, whatever you like. Okay, and squish. It really is up to you what you like to do. Okay, now I'm just going to grab my bead box. These kits came with this fun bead box, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a couple of jump rings and something fun to add on to it, right? So give me 1 second. These boxes came with some fun charms, and since I'm going to be putting clothing in here, I'm going to go ahead and put this charm on here, which is it's a hanger. So since I'm doing the paper dolls in this will be fun. Okay, so I'm going to take my jump ring. I'm going to twist this open. And I'm going to go through that eyelet. Twist this back closed. Let me grab my pliers really quick. That way we can squish it together good. Okay. Just take that where it's come together and give it a squeeze. There we go. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to take one of these other jump rings and drop it. That's the important thing. If you drop it, it helps make your project better. And then we're going to take this loop and we're going to loop it onto here, creating just this little dangle piece that when this is in the book, this is going to look so sweet, you guys. Okay, so here's my page that will be in my book. Here's my journal card that will slip into the page like so. And then the little tab will stick out and the hanger is going to hang off. And then all that's left to do is to add in some of your things. Like I can add in my paper doll. I can add in, hopefully my tabs don't get snagged up on me like they did last time. There we go. We can add in something like that. And each layer just adds something else to it, making it extra fun. All right, so these are all paper doll clothes to go with her. Okay, so let's just chat real quick for 1 second. What about these little teeny tiny things that could slip down in there? So let me show you. You can take a piece, I can take a piece of vellum and I can create using this. So let me show you. If I grab, I don't know if this will work or not. Let's try it. For poops and giggles, let's just see. This is a heart anywhere punch. And I'm just punched out a piece of vellum. So what I can do then is I can put it in the corner down here and create a little tiny tuck spot for extra things, right? So just like so, add a little bit of glue. Let's go this way over here. And we'll do one there. Let's grab another one. And then the vellum just matches all of the rest of what we did with the vellum. So there's a little tuck spot there. We can attach some of our clothing that's just a little too small to fit in these pockets, right? So I'm just adding a little bit of glue right there, putting this back in. All right, so then all I got to do is get it all set back up to get sewn into my signature. Put my paper in there. So when someone is looking through my book and they get to that place and they flip it open, wow, just like that. Look at how beautiful that is. What an amazing project. I hope that you've enjoyed this pre-recorded video here on Facebook and YouTube. Make sure to hit that follow and subscribe button and come back for more fun to see how this entire 4 signature book is all going to come together. And I got to tell you, that little doll sticking up over the edge like that is just adding a little extra fun to me. And I think it's going to be amazing inside of my book cover. So hopefully the next time you see this book, it's going to have all those signatures in there and a lot more fun happening. Thanks for joining me. I hope you have a really good rest of your day. And remember to always be kind, because you never know what someone's going through. And we'll see you all real soon. Bye, guys.